Shane Van Gisbergen didn't come out swinging. He didn't trash NASCAR, he didn't hype himself up. But when he finally opened up about what's been happening behind the scenes of his Cup Series journey, it quietly reframed everything people thought they knew about him. Because this story was never just about wins, road courses, or a rookie adjustment. It was about legacy, pressure, and a realization that his biggest test is still ahead. For months, Shane was labeled a specialist, a road course cheat code, a guy brought over to steal a few trophies and shake things up before reality caught him. But the way he talks now makes it clear that assumption was always incomplete. His NASCAR move wasn't built on shortcuts, it was built on trust, both in himself and in the people around him. That became obvious with something that seemed small on the surface, but hit him harder than almost anything else. Shortly after his first full season, Trackhouse Racing posted a video online. Each driver opened a letter revealing their car number for the upcoming year. When Shane unfolded his, he saw 97, and instantly, it wasn't just a number anymore. That number was his father's. Back in the late 1990s, Shane's dad, Robert, raced sprint cars wearing 97 as part of a 3-car team lineup. When Shane started racing as a kid, he copied everything about it. The number, the style, the identity. It stuck. From 2013 through 2023, Shane drove number 97 almost everywhere in Australia. 10 straight seasons finishing top 3 in the championship standings. 3 titles. Consistency so brutal it bordered on routine. So seeing 97 again, this time in NASCAR, wasn't hype. Shane admitted he was speechless, because someone else understood the weight of it without him ever needing to explain. Months before that video went public, Trackhouse owner Justin Marks quietly texted Shane a picture of his future car. Fully wrapped, fully sponsored, already wearing 97. No caption, no pitch. That moment said a lot about how Trackhouse operates. This wasn't a branding play. It was a signal. And around the garage, there's been growing buzz that Shane isn't viewed as a temporary weapon. Some insiders believe Trackhouse sees him as a long-term centerpiece, someone worth building around, not just deploying. Nothing official has been said, but when a team leans into a driver's personal history instead of forcing a clean slate, it usually means the commitment runs deeper than people realize. And Shane isn't the only one getting that kind of internal attention. His new teammate, Connor Zilisch, is only 18, and Shane didn't hesitate when asked whether Connor could match his Cup Series performance someday. He said yes instantly. No hesitation, no qualifiers. That confidence comes from experience. Shane and Connor didn't just coexist last year. They raced hard against each other in Xfinity, sometimes as teammates, sometimes as rivals. And those weren't calm developmental battles. They were aggressive, elbows-out fights for position and wins. Shane made it clear that raw talent isn't the issue with Connor. Comfort is. Running the same car every week with the same crew changes everything, and Shane learned that lesson himself. Last season, he found out the hard way that bouncing between cars, even if they're set up similarly, kills rhythm. You never quite settle in. You hesitate where you shouldn't. Staying competitive becomes work instead of instinct. That's why he believes Connor, once locked into a full-time Cup ride, is going to move forward fast. There's even quiet speculation that if Connor had gone open wheel instead, he might already be viewed as a global prospect. But Shane praised Chevrolet's development path, suggesting Connor is exactly where he needs to be. That understanding of process ties directly into Shane's own evolution. Because just as things were finally clicking, NASCAR changed the rules in a way that could have wiped out his biggest advantage. For years, the system was simple. Win a race, and you're in the playoffs. That rule was perfect for Shane. Last season, he dominated road courses, winning 4 out of 5. A single victory locked him into the postseason early, letting him focus on learning instead of surviving. That safety net is gone. Starting this year, wins don't guarantee playoff spots. The top 16 drivers in regular season points advance. Wins still help, but consistency now rules everything. And no one felt that shift more sharply than Shane. He admitted it openly. That rule was part of why NASCAR made sense for him in the first place. His road course strength was leverage. Now, it's just another piece of the puzzle. Most drivers would have pushed back. Shane didn't. He said the change probably needed to happen, even though it hurts him. He acknowledged that the drivers calling for it were the ones winning everywhere, not just in one discipline. And while it raises the bar for him, he believes it creates a more authentic championship. That response surprised a lot of people. Shane even ran the numbers. Under the new system, last season would have been tight. He likely would have scraped into the playoffs right on the cut line. But he also pointed out something important. Everyone would have raced differently under different rules. Strategies change. Risk tolerance shifts. You can't fully rewrite history. What mattered more was his confidence moving forward. Shane said he's nowhere near his ceiling yet. Coming from a rookie who won multiple races and made the playoffs, that statement hits differently. It isn't bravado, it's clarity. He knows where he's weak. He knows ovals are still a work in progress, and he knows repetition, not talent, is what fixes that. By the end of last season, tracks that once overwhelmed him started making sense. Lines came quicker, reads sharpened, comfort followed experience, and it reminded him of something crucial. His rookie year started badly. At one point, he was buried deep in the standings, well outside contention. Most drivers would have panicked or forced results. Shane didn't. He focused on improvement race by race, and somehow, against expectations, still clawed into the playoffs. That stretch reshaped his mindset. It showed him that a slow start doesn't define a season, and that progress matters more than position early on. This year, that lesson matters more than ever. There are fewer road courses now, fewer chances to dominate outright. The points system offers no mercy, and his own garage now includes a young teammate capable of pushing him hard. Yet Shane doesn't seem rattled, especially now that he's carrying 97 again. He recently revealed his new helmet design, with the number featured prominently. It isn't subtle, it's a statement. This isn't a phase, this isn't an experiment. It's continuity, legacy resurfacing in a new environment. Shane knows the road ahead won't be easy. He knows the rules no longer favor him. He knows expectations are rising. But he also knows who he is, where he came from, and what that number represents. This part of the journey isn't about proving he belongs anymore. It's about finding out how far he can really go. And if his recent honesty is any indication, the version of Shane Van Gisbergen most people think they've already seen might only be the beginning.